to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Super excited about today's episode. Of course, we got all three of us here today. I know y'all excited also. We had a break yesterday. Well, some of us. I sat back and watched In the Red Corner. Had a good time. Sat back and watched Dave Doghouse. Had a great time. But look, y'all, today's the R2L show, and we got some topics for y'all. A lot of Olympic talk. Speaking of Olympic, Kawhi Leonard, y'all, he backed out of Team USA. He would not be going to Paris with the team, and he's staying home in, I guess, Southern California somewhere. He's not going. Maybe he get his hair done while he at it. Then, secondly, Derek White replaces Kawhi Leonard. And a lot of folks are saying, like, Jaylen Brown, why not him? I mean, he did put a tweet out, Nike, this is what we doing. Stephen A. Smith, we're going to change course with y'all real quick. Stephen A. Smith got offered $18 million a year with ESPN, and he turned that down. And he asking for $25 million. We got some off-season talks in the sports media world. We got to attack that. And lastly, Tomo feeling good, man. Having a good all season. I know what you feel like. So Tomo just signed another player, Saddiq Bey, right, is now with the Washington Wizards. So we got to talk about that. But I got two of my bros with me, man. Dave had a great show on In the Red Corner and Doghouse. Got my bro Davey Dollars here. And the host of In the Red Corner, Missy Yadonsa Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas?
Joe, I swear everything when I see you.
Hey, I'm gonna say I'm doing good. Also, Joe, that you taking shots early before the show. You dropped it short. That was the quickest short in R2L history. I said, man, it ain't even been 3 minutes yet. What's going on here? Oh man, but I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How y'all fellas doing?
I'm doing good too, man. All I know is, Joe, I swear like this whole week you just been throwing shots. It's all good, man. It's all good. You know, at least I can say I saw my team in the playoffs last year. You know, you can't say the same for yourself. So your team kind of needed to improve more than my team did.
Well, Texas did make the playoffs. We lost to Washington.
Who?
Texas.
He talking about college football. I ain't talking about that.
I mean, hey, it's the playoffs, right?
No, it just always feels good to see somebody else from the rival professional football team go back to Texas for their other teams. You know what I mean? It just feels good to hear.
The second one.
You know,
Cab and me.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you gotta come back.
This man excited for real.
We're gonna wait till you come back. The
But
spring
yeah.
job got him, man.
Okay. But look, y'all should have been here pregame before the show. That was also a lot of laughs and giggles, right? But look, I know when Dave come back, we're gonna turn up one time, but until he comes back, make sure y'all like this video. We are streaming this on 3 platforms: X, YouTube, and Facebook. So like the video on whatever you're watching, whatever platform you're watching it on. Use the comment section. Subscribe and follow to all the platforms we're on, and share this video with a sports fan so they could come on and watch live with you, because you can be involved in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show, and we appreciate any comment, you know. So we're gonna give a shout out to the first comment. But until then, enjoy the rest of the show. And
Turn
Tomo,
me up, up,
it is.
up, up.
Because they asked if we can hear him, so we literally need to turn him up. Now, outside of the StreamYard bug getting my boy, man, we got to talk about how the injury bug plays one of these players, but yeah, he still chose to take the invite to go to Team USA. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, then that clearly means you don't watch the NBA because it's only one player, Kawhi Leonard. So what happened was they played last night. Team USA played last night. He didn't show up. He wasn't there last night, right? He wasn't on the bench. Okay, just had to make sure that he actually wasn't on the bench, wasting them people's time like that. Oh, we got Dave back.
I don't know what happened, man. My laptop started tripping right at that moment. I don't know what happened.
Oh, well, I mean, you came just in time. We talking about Kawhi Leonard and how the Clippers called him and said, "Hey, we seen a few of them practices, bro. You actually working harder than you do in the playoffs. Come on back. So we got to talk about it. Team USA, Grant Hill had to make a decision after the Clippers text him and said, "Hey, Kawhi Leonard will no longer be on this team. He's gonna walk away from training camp." I don't think it was Grant Hill making the decision. I really think it was the Clippers. But hey, basically what he said was, "Who all gonna be there? Because you ain't gonna be there." Now we gotta talk about the reaction to Kawhi Leonard withdrawing from Team USA. Joe?
First, okay. Kawhi Leonard. He left. Are we surprised? I think so. I think nobody was surprised. Like if we all had to make a bet. If we all had to make a bet, which one of these players you think won't go to Paris? What? Who wouldn't? We all would have picked Kawhi Leonard. All right, even though KD is hurt, it's reported he's hurt with a calf strain, and we still would have thought Kawhi Leonard. So I'm not surprised. Now look, because of his reputation, it looks bad because he only played 46% of his games in his career. And this is the first year since the 17-18 season, his last year with the Spurs, that it's the most games he's played. Coincidentally, of the same year they created a minimum of playing 65 games to get any awards or accolades. He played 68. Since he left the Spurs, he only played 60 games one time. That's what the year he won a championship. All right, that was before the pandemic, by the way. I feel like the pandemic was like decades ago. But I'm not mad at it though. I am not mad at it. He didn't make this decision. It wasn't his decision to back out. The Clippers organization and Team USA came together and they made a decision that it's probably best if Kawhi don't play. So he walked off, and I understand why they did that because the man has an injury history. We all know. I just talked about it. The man just got injured. I mean, he just missed most of the playoffs because of an injury that he so-called just got finished getting better in. They got rid of PG on top of that. They got a new arena coming up. Last thing they need is on game opening night for this new arena to Kawhi Leonard as a DMP because of some happening in Team USA basketball. So I understand it. I think people are upset because of his reputation, but I get it. The Clippers made it. He didn't say, "I'm gone, y'all." It was the Clippers and Team USA.
Dave?
For one, I was shocked he was even on the team. That is what caught me off guard when they made the list and Kawhi Leonard's name was up. I said, Kawhi, Team USA, the guy who's always hurt during the playoff time. The guy who was hurt. The guy who hasn't played 60 games in the last few years. That guy. To me, it didn't make sense for him to even be on Team USA. So I feel like this was the best decision to make anyway. There are other players who were probably even more deserving than he was. I mean, I get it that he's Kawhi Leonard and, two-time champion, two-time finals MVP, but okay, what has he done to say that he deserved to be on Team USA lately? He did play 68 games this year, but he didn't do it last year, didn't do it the year before or the year before that. Like Joe said, the last time he did that was when he won a championship with the Raptors in 2019. So, I mean, I would have rather seen someone else get put in that position than Kawhi. I honestly would have liked it better if Team USA went back to how it was before and made people actually compete for the spot. That's how it used to be. When Kyrie and Kobe and LeBron and them, they had to compete. They had to actually make the team. Instead of people just being randomly selected and going on there, now you got a situation coming up that we're going to talk about soon. Because, it just didn't make sense. I probably would have asked PG to get on the team before I asked Kawhi. PG is more available than he is, and they both kind of have an injury history now. And remember we saw what happened with PG the last time he was on Team USA because he had a gruesome injury. This would have been a redemption for him. So you got to think about that storyline too. So that storyline would have been even better if you had PG than him. So I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I'm just shocked that he was even on the team. I didn't think he would have been selected. Honestly, I had multiple names I would have thought about before I thought that they would ask Kawhi if he wanted to be on Team USA. So I ain't mad at it. All I know is Kawhi Leonard, those knees are trash. You might need to go ahead and just give it up, my guy. You might need to think about it.
Well, New Balances are comfy, so I understand why he signed there. I don't know about the hoop in New Balance, but I know about, if you're from the area, you all know New Balance is king here. And I guess that's what the Clippers said too. They was like, hey, don't try to find a New Balance over there. You better come over here and win some games for us, because Joe just picked y'all to be the team in the playoffs. Even though he know Kawhi only gonna give us one or two games. Kawhi Leonard is like a bad spades hand. He be like one in a possible. They be like, you sure? Are you sure you only got one? Like, are you counting your cards right? Because that's exactly what happened when he went down there too. Because when he walked in, I said, wait, who allowed for this guy to even say yes? Like, I understand Kawhi Leonard is a good player, but y'all know what time it is when it comes for the regular season. Like you all said, I think you said he played 68 games. I wish he would have played 69 games, because then I could have just been like, you know the song. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. But anyway, I'm not mad at the decision. I'm glad somebody stopped him from the injury or stopped him from himself, because, again, he was just chilling. I don't think he was going to get that much burn based upon all the wings that this team already has. It would have been between him, LeBron, and KD, who they would have had to been like on a somewhat minute restriction because they're the older players. But again, you wasted somebody else's time. And I know we're going to talk about it later on, but this player, Jaylen Brown, could have took his spot. Like, initially, not as a backup. He could have just initially been the first choice because, again, you got to talk about health. And with health, youth is on their side. So, again, if the Clippers did this to save their season and Kawhi comes out and only plays 20 games, somebody's going to be upset.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, you could have even asked Mikal Bridges to take a spot. We know he's available.
They could ask Kyle Kuzma.
Somebody.
I'm just saying. Well, speaking of that, because like I said, they honestly could have offered it to Jaylen Brown. I'm gonna say something else though. I think Jason Tatum had something to do with that, but we're gonna talk about it. I got to start some stuff with the Boston media. I got to start something only because of the chats. They won the championship and they don't know how to act for real. Every time you say something, they talking about the cover of 2K or the greatest summer in Tatum's history. Blah, blah, blah. Now we got to talk about the player who got swapped out for Kawhi Leonard. And like you said, Joe, in the beginning of the show, it did stir up some ruckus. They were like, wait, Derek White took his spot? And then Jaylen Brown tweeted. You know, I couldn't think of the right caption for this one, so I said, I'm going to just steal his tweet. And I know Grant Hill had some things to say about this, so we're going to play this clip and then we're going to respond.
Our partners, obviously, in USA Basketball, but you know, this is about putting together a team. You have incredible interest from, you know, an abundance of talent that we have here in the United States. And I've talked a little bit about when we assembled this roster. You get 12 spots and you have to build a team. And one of the hardest things is leaving people off the roster that I'm a fan of, that I look forward to watching throughout the season, throughout the playoffs. Guys who've been finals MVPs, guys who've been a part of the program, guys who've won gold medals. guys who I respect, admire, and enjoy watching. But the responsibility that I have is to put together a team, and a team that complements each other, a team that fits, a team that will give us the best opportunity for success.
Stop the cap.
So after hearing that and understanding the player that got swapped out, do we feel like Jaylen Brown got snubbed? I'm gonna start with you, Dave.
Hey, Grant Hill, cut the crap, man. Stop all that lying, man. You are capping. Oh my goodness, you capping. You talking about putting the team together that can win, a team that can fit? Isn't his best teammate Jason Tatum on the team? Isn't Drew Holiday on the team? Doesn't he know how to play with those two? So you mean to tell me that won't fit, even though he knows how to play with two of the guys that's already on the team? Like, are we serious right now? Did LeBron play with everybody on the team before? I don't remember him playing with Devin Booker before. I think this is his first time playing with Steph, other than the All-Star game. The All-Star game don't count. I mean, come on now. Anybody can be teammates in the All-Star game. Has he played with Ant before? No. Isn't Ant kind of sort of like, if you look at the style of play, isn't it similar to what Jaylen Brown does? As far as like attacking the basket, being able to shoot from the mid-range and from three, and creating havoc down on the paint when you drive the ball. Isn't that kind of sort of the same? I mean, that they're not athletically the same, and it's not exactly the same, but it's similar into what they can do when it comes to offensively. And then defensively, I know we know that we want defense on there, so I kind of understand the point of putting Derek White on the team because he is NBA all defense third team. So I get that part. But Jaylen Brown, didn't we just see him play defense against Luka in the NBA Finals, which kind of sort of helped him win the NBA Finals MVP? Jaylen Brown for sure deserved to be on this team, and I will say he got robbed. Derek White is a good player. Don't get me wrong, and he stepped up when Boston Celtics needed him to. He's now an NBA champion with the Celtics. But let's not forget, Finals MVPs definitely deserve to be on there. We already know he got snubbed for not being an all. We already know Jaylen Brown got snubbed for not being an all NBA team. He's not. He did not become all defense. Before Tatum got his contract, he was the highest paid NBA player in NBA history. And he lived up to that contract because of what he did this season. And Grant Hill, you mean to tell me you don't think he fits with this team and he's not able to help this team win gold medal? Cut the crap.
What school did Grant Hill go to?
He went to Duke, but I don't care about none of that. That don't mean nothing to me right now. That's cat.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. Dukish ways, man. Dukish ways. Based upon the player, yes, he got snubbed. If it wasn't Derek White and it was somebody, maybe if it was Paul George or someone else, I would probably be like, nah, he didn't get snubbed. But because it's Derek White, you added another guard. So you mean to tell me Steph, Tyrese, and Drew, out of those three, you don't think they can manage being a floor general, or at least with Drew playing the defense too? I mean, Drew is kind of like your Derek White on this Team USA. Devin Booker, Anthony, like, where is Derek White supposed to like fit in all of this? Because I know a lot of people were saying they have a lot of wings already. But again, I just said it in the first segment. Somewhat minute restriction when it comes to how many minutes LeBron is actually going to play in this game. Same thing with Kevin Durant, because Joe, you said he's possibly still dealing with a lingering injury or something like that. So again, Jaylen Brown can help facilitate for those two players, and he can create his own bucket. Like, it's not like you're gonna need him to, like, he's just coming out there for defense and he's not gonna do anything. So do I feel like he got snubbed? Only because it's Derek White? Yes. Again, if it was a better player, I would be like, nah, it's okay. It was a better decision. Or maybe Tatum heard who they was trying to bring in, and he was like, you know what, man, you got my Finals MVP, bro. Let me have my moment. This is my moment. This is my this is my Tatum moment. So go ahead and get Derek White in here, man. You be all right, man. Go chill with your family. You got Eastern Conference MVP, Finals MVP. Let me have Team USA. Let me get one of these syllables out the way. So yeah, he got snubbed. Yeah.
Tomo trying to start some drama in Boston.
Hey man, it's what Cowboy fans do.
He trying to cause another Boston Tea Party.
Look, they putting it right on cue. All right, I got one thing. I want to start by saying this.
Know what went into that process. I met the criteria to be selected.
But I wasn't.
Listen, man. This don't make sense. How you slice it. I mean, no matter how you slice it, this don't make sense. Oh, Derek White, he fits perfect. Oh, he don't have the ego. He gonna play off ball. He's a great shooter. He also can play defense. He's second team all defense. So why you get Kawhi in the first place? I'm gonna bring that up. Why did you put Kawhi Leonard on the team in the first place? Why? If you were looking for a Derek White, why do you got Kawhi? If KD goes down, I would try to find a person that matches what KD brings, because we missing that now, right? Because you look, you sat down, you diagrammed Team USA. Oh, we're gonna make a team. This player could bring this player could bring that, this player could bring this player. Okay, cool, we set. This player goes down. Oh, what he brings, we are going to be missing. So who can I replace with this person that brings what he brings? Derek White? What? And his teammate. This is not like they got somebody from a different team. His very own teammate who just won Eastern Conference Finals of the Year, Eastern Conference MVP, and NBA Finals MVP. He just won a championship, and you chose Derek White over him? It's not like he's like a DeMar DeRozan, you know, he's a king now. A guy who's terrific offensively, but not a shooter, who can't play, who's not really a great defender. Jaylen Brown is also a great shooter. Jaylen Brown's a shooter. And defender, who checked Luka almost the whole series, Dave? Was it Derek White?
Nope. It was
it
Jaylen
Drew
Brown.
Holiday?
It was Jaylen Brown.
It was Jaylen Brown. He showed everybody that he's an elite defender. But you chose Derek White? Y'all telling me Jaylen Brown can't play off ball when his teammate is Jason Tatum? Are you serious? He can't play off ball? When you play for the Celtics, you can play off ball. And you play for the Celtics. So that's why I don't get it. I do not get it. So let's talk about the conspiracy theories, right? Nike. So obviously Grant Hill's with Nike. We all know that, right? I think he is, right? Grant Hill with Nike. But Team USA, I mean, I don't know what's going on. First of all, let me address what Dave said in the first topic. Why is Grant Hill picking these dudes? Why can't they try out for it? Why can't they try out for it? That's what Kyrie said. Why can't they fight for it? Why you gotta pick guys? Like, you should be able to earn the right to fight for your country. Earn it. Now look, I'm gonna name all these players, all right? On the team. I want y'all to pay close attention. Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Jrue Holiday, Jason Tatum. Out of all those players, I didn't count Derek White. If you were to pick one person, who would be the oddball in this list?
Devin Booker.
I would say Tyrese Halliburton.
Or Tyrese, yeah.
Tyrese, yeah.
Yeah.
Guess who signed with Tyrese Halliburton? Nike. So Bam is a Nike person. Booker is a Nike person. KD is a Nike person. LeBron is a Nike person. You know, and LeBron is LeBron James. Steph is under Armour, but he's Steph Curry. Steph and LeBron, they're locks. Anthony Davis, guess what? Nike. Anthony Edwards, the people love him. He was going to be there because he was the best player last year. So he was going to be there anyway. Joel Embiid, obviously, he was fighting to play for other countries, and they stole him. So he's going to be there too. Tyrese is Nike, and Tatum is Nike. Jrue Holiday is the only person that's not Nike and is not a superstar.
Tatum is Jordan.
Tatum is Jordan?
Yeah.
That's Nike. Jordan's with Nike.
I mean, yes, but
I get you saying.
And I get what you're saying about superstar, because I was gonna say Ant is Adidas.
Yeah, but Ant was the best player last year.
Yeah.
He won this team. Come on now, really? So I don't know what Grant Hill did to pick this team, but all I'm saying is something strange going on. Because Jalen Brown did criticize Nike for how they treated Kyrie Irving. All right, and then because of those comments, come on now, what?
We talking about shoes, Blaze.
Yeah. He
Shoes.
just seen Tatum as Jordan. He's about to go. He's about to go off the deep end.
Damn well we ain't talking about that.
But no, I see what you're saying. Again, branding does go into these, but I'm all for going back to the old school. Like, yeah, let them play it out. Because that's how the Paul George situation happened. Because that was a it was 5-on-5, right? And that game right there was going to dictate who made the actual roster. Well, for the bench players anyway, they know who their starting five was going to be. Because Bradley Beal was there. But Grant Hill, you don't understand what you got going on here. And we also don't understand why, outside of the Dallas Cowboys, a certain big media name don't want to pay their franchise player. Like, I don't get it. We got to talk about why he put the S in ESPN, but they don't want to pay him. Stephen A. Smith turned down an $18 million and turning down an $18 million $18 million.
Well, you kidnapping Chelsea Clinton?
Man, that is whew. That was a layup. I was waiting for Joe to catch on. $18 million contract and is requesting $25 million to stay with ESPN. I mean, we got to react to it, right? How much Pat McAfee get? Didn't he get like 85 for like 5 years?
Yeah, he got a big contract, but 18 million will make him the highest paid.
Yeah, so which comes out to about 17. Pat getting about 17 right now.
I think the two highest are Troy Aikman and Joe Buck.
Those are announcers, though. That makes sense. They had to pull them away from Fox. That was negotiation, so I understand that. But as far as like shows, after Skip left, it was just Stephen A. Smith. He was literally doing every single show. Like, granted, some of his takes we don't agree with, but when it comes down to like work ethic, he was doing First Take. He was doing NFL Live. He was doing NBA Live. He was also doing the post games, the pre games, NBA count. He was doing everything.
Doing Get Up too.
He was literally on every single show. Also, he altered in the whole new wave of most of the talent that's on all of these shows. Because when he was doing Get Up, he gave Ryan Clark a shot. Now look at Ryan Clark on First Take. He gave him a shot there as well. He brought in Shannon Sharp, Kimberly. The list can go on and on amongst the rotation after the Max Kellerman fallout. So again, I think he's kind of worth it. I know you want to bring in Pat McAfee and his internet crew and everything, but 25 mil don't seem short to somebody who brought in a whole new crew after you done did massive layoffs and got rid of all these other shows and found ways to condense the network, but still paying out 17 plus, because you also got to think about the crew that came with Pat McAfee too. He had to pay that crew too. So again, I think it's worth it. I'm not mad at him for turning it down.
I'll go. So Stephen A. Smith, I think first of all, for people like us that's in the sports world, this is motivating. I must say. All right, you got a guy who climbed up the ranks just off of sports media and journalism, and this dude's trying to negotiate a contract to get paid $25 million a year. That's crazy, And he just talks sports, so that's motivating to show you that like the ceiling is very high in this industry. Now, Stephen A. So I'm looking at the salaries, right? Right now, Stephen A. is getting paid $12 million a year. Give me $12 million a year. I'll be straight there. But Troy Aikman is the highest paid, $18 million a year. Joe Buck is second with 15, and Pat McAfee is tied for second with 15 a year. Now, one thing I'm gonna say about Stephen A., I think he's handling this process really good. I think Stephen A. put himself in a great position to receive $25 million a year, which I think they would do it eventually. Number one, Tomo said it. Well, number one, you look at the guys who's getting paid more than him, Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. They're one-trick ponies. They're really good at what they do, but they're one-trick ponies. They're literally doing game calling. That's it. They're calling games. When Stephen A., like Tomo said, got First Take, He's on Get Up, like they said, Sports Center. He got Stephen A's World. You know, I mean, he's on NBA Countdown, all that stuff, right? So he's doing a plethora of things, right? You know, I had to use my, take one Dave's word and make it sound like I'm Stephen A. Smith for a second. It's like,
Blasphemous.
So that's number one. Number two, the talent he brings, like Tomo said, the talent he brings on board. I mean, the Kimberly Martins of the world, the Monica Manucks of the world, the Ron Clarks of the world, the Swagoos of the world, the Marvin Carriers. All right. So, but he bring guys on this platform and they get the Shannon Sharps of the world, right? They get uplifted. So he does that. And lastly, which I think is most important, if I'm ESPN, he's the most loyal one. The most loyal one. Think about this, y'all. When it comes to, like, look, let's take away his views on certain things, and a lot of people don't like him because his views on certain things, right? But let's talk about his work ethic. He's a team player. The fact that we said he's on all those shows, and I doubt it. I don't think he gets paid extra to be on those shows, but all those shows, like you got all these people coming through the show. Like he's shown to be a Mad Dog Caruso, all that stuff. He's shown to be a team player. Also, he speaks highly of his bosses, ESPN, boss crew, whatever. Whoever they are.
Basically,
he speaks highly of them. Y'all remember? I'm not trying to shut down Pat McAfee, but I don't know if y'all remember this. Pat McAfee took a shot. He took a shot at one of the bosses at ESPN. He said he think they trying to set him up. He said on ESPN, name the guy's name and everything, and he ended up resigning like months later after being there for like 40 years. Like, yeah, and then he got interviewed by All the Smoke, and they asked him about that. So he Pat McAfee is super reckless when Stephen A is more so like, all right, we're gonna protect the brand. You know what I mean? So I gotta give him props for that. Oh my man, let's get it. What up, Jerry? Oh man, I had to stop for a second. My man Jerry, by the way, the first ever member in R2L history. Shout out to Jerry.
And we got a new member. Come on now.
Well, do we? All right, shout out to Jerry, man. But yeah, I think he deserved that because of that. And Jerry just threw me off. That's one more thing. One thing I was gonna say. But yeah, it'll come back to me. But I think he set himself up perfectly to get paid $25 million. I think he deserves it. He earned it. And last thing I want to say is he's not jealous of the opposition. He's not jealous of Troy Aikman. Or when Pat McAfee got paid, he said, man, that's good. He just raised the bar. That means when I get my contract, guess what? I need to be the highest paid analyst on ESPN. So, hey, Jerry, don't be mad because they beat y'all, bro. Don't get mad, Jerry. I mean, Teddy. Go back to your spot, Jerry. All right, go ahead, Dave.
I mean, Joe, I feel like I don't really have much to say because you said everything that I was going to say. I as much as I talk about Stephen A, and him being in the doghouse, that trust me, he ain't leaving. There's nothing he did that says that he deserved to be out of the doghouse. But when it comes to what he does for ESPN, I kind of sort of model myself to do that same thing with R2L. If you look at how he does his best to be diverse in every single aspect, I do that as well. I mean, for one, I'm a sports fanatic, so I do my best to know knowledge of whatever sport I'm into, whether it's F1 racing, and that's something that I didn't even know about before, but thanks to Mike and his guy Andy, that's in the chat. Now I'm looking at F1 racing now. I've always been a soccer fan, always been a baseball fan, college football, college basketball, boxing, but now I actually get to talk about this stuff, and it's letting me diversify what I'm able to talk about. So, I want to be the guy that is able to talk about every single thing, because that's something that I wanted to bring to the network and bring to the show. Because when me and Joe used to talk, I've always talked about wanting to talk about women's basketball, talk about the WNBA, how much of a big fan I was of it. And now that we have the opportunity, I'm excited about it because we get to talk about the ladies that are doing well. And then, the more we get to talk about, we got to talk about hockey. That's something that, we it was crazy that we got to talk about hockey, but it's just that when you do things like that, you set yourself up to be in position to be, one of the highest paid guys in whatever network you are. And I'm not saying that's not the goal of mine, but you still want to get paid at the end of the day, So Stephen A is doing everything he's supposed to do, and like y'all say, he brings everybody to ESPN. They all people respect what his work ethic. No matter what you want to say about Stephen A, what he's done to others, I mean, he's given everyone an opportunity to show their talent, and show their knowledge, to be able to do their research. Shannon Sharp could have easily just did his own podcast and left it at that, but Stephen A shouted him out immediately when he found out that he was leaving. I got a spot for you. He does whatever he can to get everybody to be a part of ESPN, and he doesn't disrespect his company in what way at all. He tries to get everyone an opportunity. And remember when all those people got fired, he was like, "Man, these are my brothers and sisters that are now no longer here, and I wish I had an opportunity to keep them here, but it's not in my decision." And that's kind of one of the reasons why I believe that Disney and ESPN are not really didn't give him that initial offer, because they had so many layoffs of what happened before, and they're like, well, I mean, we had these layoffs for reasons, because we weren't able to pay all these guys. So I think he deserves to get paid $25 million a year. There's nothing that he has done or not done to say that he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, but they did all the layoffs so they can pay Pat McAfee.
That's what it seemed like, right? Now, I looked up one thing, because there was one. I mean, I know you named a lot of the hosts on ESPN, but another person that's been loyal to the soil with ESPN is Mike Greenberg, or Greeny, as people would say, and he only making 6.5. So technically, it's starting to look like a trend with ESPN. Like, this is what they do to the people who are loyal to them, and whoever's the hottest commodity, they come in and pay them, because they feel like they bring in a rejuvenation to the network, when technically that's all Stephen A did. And also, why he's in the doghouse is another reason why he's makes more money for the network, because of the things that he says. Like, of course, he has his moments with the Cowboys. I mean, all networks seem like they need a Cowboy segment when their views is going low. But I'm just saying, he still finds ways to bring other people in on the conversation. It's not the same 4 people saying something, or it's not the same 3 people always talking about the same old subjects. They do find a way to try to spin it, even though it can become a little like, what you talking about? Like him getting a bucket on LeBron. Like, everybody's gonna have those moments, but still, when you got somebody that's being the face of the network and also bringing people with them that's actually pulling their weight, it's worth it. I'm not saying the guys on Pat McAfee's show ain't pulling their weight, but they also not doing Get Up or NFL Live or NBA Countdown. Everybody that Stephen A brings on First Take does another show. So they're pulling their weight within the network. Honestly, if I'm Stephen A, they don't want to pay you. I know you brought Shannon over there, but technically, you kind of started your own network just in their building, if you think about it.
But I think they're going to pay on it. That was an offer they gave him. He was like, nah, bro, I need to be the highest paid. And I said, highest paid, it's about 25 mil. I need 100. He trying to make a $100 million deal.
They're going to do him like the Giants GM did Saquon. How about you take a walk around and see what the market is for you and then call us back?
I don't think they want to do that. Everybody going to try to grab Stephen A. Like Charles Barkley right now. He's a free agent.
Is going to call him ASAP. Skip need him more than anybody.
Right.
It's going to be Skip. But you said something about dang, man, I gotta write myself down, man. I don't. Jerry and Teddy distract me, man. It's like going at it in the comments.
They all going at it. That's why I ain't posting nothing, as they said.
Yeah,
but
pay that man.
I guess that's why Joe showed that face, because I said that I modeled myself after what Stephen A does, just his diversity.
Yeah, you do. Dang, I had it and I lost it again.
All right, so let me ask y'all a quick question. I know the next topic we're gonna talk about the Wizards signing somebody. I mean, that that could be a quick subject, but I just want to ask y'all one question, because, like you said in the beginning, your opening soliloquy, Joe, we can see what the ceiling is in this industry. How much y'all think it's gonna take to get Refuse to Lose on regular TV? Like, y'all think we can compete with like if FS1 call, y'all taking that 12 to 18, or we going 25?
I'm taking the 2018. What you mean? What you mean? That's the first opportunity. I'm taking that. Now, if ESPN offers a $25 million, I'm not saying no.
Now we got to negotiate. You don't take the first deal. You know what I mean? You got to ask them. You got to ask them what they want, and then what you do, you ask for a little bit more, and then usually they lowball early, and they are willing. They give you whatever offer they give you. They're willing to give you a little bit more. You know what I mean? They don't give you the cap. So if they offer 12 mil, Tomo, I might say, listen, we need 16 mil a piece. I said a piece. I'm tripping. We need 16 mil. We also need everything paid for, YouTube TV, all this stuff. We need.
I ain't mad at what you said.
We need NFL ticket.
They give us the 16 mil a piece. I don't even need the perks. Hey, just give us the 16 each.
That's the offer we need. This the offer we need. That's right, Teddy. That's the offer we need.
Look, where that contract at? All right, cool. All right, I'm out, y'all. Y'all have a great show. It's like, nah. But yeah,
the production on this show gonna go through the roof. You talking about 16 a piece?
I
might record from the helicopter.
That's a goal. Somebody say, you know what? I like Refuse to Lose. I like BWT. I like whatever these shows are. And they're like, you know what? I'll pay, because Pat McAfee, they don't own that show. They just pay him.
They're a partnership
to broadcast on ESPN.
Yeah, that's why he still be wilding.
Huh?
That's why he still be wilding.
Yes. Can't calling people pedophile. Crazy.
The Caitlin Clark moment.
Like, oh, really, bro?
I'm just saying, the Caitlin Clark moment was crazy. I looked, I said, this was actually on ESPN. They didn't blurt this out. They just let this fly.
Yeah, this is crazy though, y'all. So I'll be watching Pat McAfee show, right? And remember when the JJ Redick news came out, and then Shams was like, "Oh, JJ Redick is going to he's a front runner, he's going to sign." And then Woj came out the cut was like, "Darren Hurley is going to be the coach, right?" Bro, live on the show, Shams. First of all, Shams is not Woj. He's a Woj of ESPN. Let's start there. So he could have had Woj on the show when he had Shams on. Yeah. He's his competitor. And when the news broke, it broke while Shams was on the show. It was like, he said they stopped him and said, he stopped him and said, oh, Shams is he said, JJ had just signed a contract with. He was like, JJ? He said, you were right though all along. They basically was like kind of trolling Woj on the show. And it's ESPN. So that's why I say like Pat McAfee is way riskier than Stephen A. Like Pat McAfee is like off the rails with it.
I see, but also another person they brought in that is going to be a little risky. I don't know because Shannon Sharp got the nightcap, so he can get more of his jokes off over there. But that's how Shannon Sharp was on FS1. He was taking that.
Allow him to do that though.
That's the thing. FS1 gave him more freedom.
Yeah, allow him to do that.
ESPN not like that.
They Disney.
I think they will though.
It's Disney. If that was the case, it would have happened by now. If you look at everything he did with FS1, he ain't doing anything close to what he's doing now with ESPN.
Bring the black him out and hand it on his mouth.
ESPN is not allowing that. They are not allowing that.
Now y'all gonna make me get into my Dr. Umar bag because I'm like, if you gonna allow Pat McAfee to say the stuff that he's saying, why I can't get away with some of my stuff?
It got to be part of your negotiations. When when Pat McAfee negotiated his contract,
y'all see what made me hot over there?
No, not no more. But Blake, I think he out of that contract. Not with them no more. I don't think. That's one thing about Pat McAfee too. He be I don't think he has a contract with them no more.
He still got a contract with WWE.
He does? Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's why he still shows up on there sometimes. He still got a contract with them.
Okay. I thought he
does.
I thought he walked away from that. Right? Oh, okay. He announced it. Okay. Blaze locked in. He's back to WWE. All right, go ahead.
Hey, well, I mean, we'll see what happens with Stephen A. Smith and just how the whole media landscape shakes out. Because if he does walk away because they keep disrespecting his offer, we'll see what happens next. But for now, time will tell. But like you said, Joe, the goal is 12, 16, 25 for gazillion dollars. That's just what it is.
Why would we get gazillions when we can get millions?
Well, this player got millions from the Washington Wizards. Hey, baby, the Wizards signed former First round, 19th pick, Saddiq Bey for $3 million for 3 years, $20 million, man.
Pick from who again?
Huh? Former first round, 19th pick, Saddiq Bey, drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. He got drafted by the Hawks, but he played for the Pistons as well. Former Piston. Okay, he played 4 seasons for both the Hawks and the Pistons, averaging 14.1 points. So we also have a reaction to the Wizards offseason. First things first, I didn't know that his mother used to teach at Bowie. Like, there was a tweet that came out and said, man, welcome back home. I said, man, look at the Wizards finding a way to get hometown players and still can't get Kevin Durant, but it is what it is. I ain't mad at the pick. I ain't mad at the signing. He is recovering from an ACL injury. So he's going to miss majority of the season, but it's a 3-year deal. So he probably bounce back next year, get in the mix. Drafted by the Pistons, I stand corrected. Okay, but he ended up with the Hawks. Why y'all do that? Answer me that one, neighbor. Why y'all do that? We'll talk about it at the HOA meeting. So look, this guy, when I seen him and just watched it, how he y'all funny. They are turned up right now. Yes, he was drafted by the Pistons. Saddiq Bey, to me, is a more aggressive Rui Hachimura. And when I say that, I'm meaning Rui can get a bucket. However, he has his moments where he shy away from being aggressive. And Saddiq Bey, he ain't going to do that. If he see the lane, he going to go get it. If it's a bucket day, he going to go get it. And this is exactly the energy that the Wizards need. I'm still trying to figure out where the Wizards going to look in 2 years, because right now it's a lot of moving pieces and it's a lot of we potentially are going to get rid of these guys at the trade deadline type of deals going on. But I like this one. The front office, as you would say, Joe, they cooking. They ain't napping. They cooking.
Speaking of napping, go ahead, Dave.
Hey, I gotta have my fun, man. Cowboys ain't do nothing, man. They ain't do nothing.
I mean, they've definitely had it. They had a good draft, getting Alex R. I like what they did with that pick, and now they are moving pieces around, made some trades to be able to free up some room, be able to get some other players to come on this team. They still got Tyus Jones. Well, Tyus Jones, I think he's still a free agent right now.
Yeah, he's still a free agent.
But
he's not coming back.
You got Saddiq Bey, Kyle Kuzma still there, but there's talks to where you may be able to get 2 first-round picks for him. So I like where they're going right now. I still think they should have did a better job at hiring a head coach. But I guess I kind of sort of see the direction they're going in, not necessarily tanking, but not really pushing for a playoff or anything like that. Just looking to see what they're going to do for the future. They may possibly still look at trying to trade Jordan Poole, maybe, possibly, not sure. But the direction seems like the front office kind of sort of knows what they're doing. Like I said, the biggest question I had was just the interim head coach now becoming the head coach. I feel like they could have did better with that. They could have waited until the Pistons fired Monty and gave Monty an opportunity, or find someone else. All these other guys that are good head coaching opportunities, like Sam Cassell.
Oh, we said it at the same time.
So, I guess that, but maybe they want to put a team together first before they find the actual head coach that they want for this team. So, I'm not mad at what they're doing. Saddiq Bey is definitely a good position. He plays really good defense. He can create his own shot. He's really a nice piece. 8-year vet. So you got a guy who knows what he's doing. He knows what his job is. So, he can shoot from 3, good free throw shooter, doesn't really make a lot of bonehead plays. So nice move.
Thank you, neighbor.
Dang. You called Dave a neighbor?
No, I was talking to the Pistons.
Oh.
I am definitely not a neighbor.
I'm about to say that.
Why would you?
All right.
They ain't make no moves, but they still a playoff team.
Yeah, they Miami Heat. Yeah, they got Jimmy
Big
Butler.
O. Lakers.
Uh,
We waiting for
Yeah,
y'all to
Big O
sign
is
y'all HOA for him.
The Bulls for sure, because Zach Levine is
Just-
just about out the door.
in the forms.
What? Never mind. Go ahead, Joe. I was going to ask the question, but go ahead.
Look, Dave, I disagree with you, but then you corrected it. You said that you didn't like that coaching move, but you said maybe they want to build a team first. Because I think that the coaches they want, like I said, first head coaching job be this Wizards team. Oh heck no, right? So they got to build a more attractive team. Nah, y'all need a more attractive team for somebody to walk in and have success immediately. But I like what y'all doing, Tomo. What y'all doing is y'all gathering pieces together, role players together, who will be vulnerable with a couple of stars, a couple of guys you can build around. You got Alex Sarr, he's gonna be one of the guys you can build around. You got to keep Jordan Poole because he getting paid $25 million. He getting paid more than Kyle Kuzma. He getting paid like $25 million a year, something like that. So nobody gonna pick up that contract. And then I think y'all want to move Kyle Kuzma for 2 first-round picks, but y'all won't move him because y'all won't be urgently to move him because of his contract. He has a team-friendly contract. His money goes down every year. So you can just keep him. And he wants to be there. It's not like he don't want to be there. But I like what y'all doing though. Like this next year draft is gonna be really good. If y'all randomly somehow get the first overall pick, you can get another Duke player on your team. You know, your boy that was cooking the USA team. They know what I'm talking about. But so
Yeah, you get Cooper Flag, then you got
Flag. Yeah, I know you don't want that to happen though.
what? Him going to
How
Washington?
you said? Yeah, you don't want that to happen, do you? Or you? Oh no, you live in Washington, so you be good with that, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Why would he not want?
Yeah, you
I
got
got
no animosity
I
against the
got
Wizards.
I got no beef with the Wizards.
Boston.
You don't.
It's Boston.
There are 3 teams I don't want him to go to. Lakers, Boston, Pistons. Everyone else I don't care.
Hey,
I
you
was
don't want
gonna
the
say why
Pistons.
I understand the Jimmy Butler back and forth. I got you.
What do you mean?
You
Jimmy
don't know
Butler
him
back
and
and
Carl
forth?
be going back. Carl be messing with
The
him.
Miami
Oh,
Heat
he
and the
likes Jimmy
Detroit
Butler.
Carl wants him to
the
leave
Miami
so he
Heat
can
and
go.
Detroit Pistons don't like each other. It's always been
Oh,
like
it
that.
had nothing to do with Carl. Okay.
I thought it had. I know Carl been saying stuff too, though.
Nah, I never. I got no
Carl's
issue
big
with.
Jimmy Butler fan.
Yeah, he a Jimmy Butler fan, but I don't care about that. But I don't want him going. I don't want one of my best players going to Detroit. No.
Why not?
You're right. You're right because he won't be one of the best players no more. That's a tanking crew right there.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all ain't gonna
like
disrespect the
doing,
neighbor
Tomo.
like that, man. Y'all ain't gonna do that now. See, StreamYard done got you too.
Nope. Definitely not going to Boston.
Yeah, it got me good, bro. I can hear y'all, but it got me good. I don't know how I look when y'all in. I just know that it's tripping. But anyways, to wrap it up, basically, I like what y'all doing, Tomo. Y'all build for the future. Y'all putting the outside pieces together. Alex Sarr is one of your middle pieces, and you need another middle piece to go with all the outside stuff. You got Valanciunas, who's a veteran around these young guys. Huh?
They got Bilal.
Yeah. I get it, you know what I mean? But is he gonna be like a second best player on a
Bilal gonna be top 5 in 2 years?
You know what I mean? So okay, Paulo. All right, so yeah, I like what y'all doing.
I just had to say it, man. You gonna be top 5 in 2 years, man. Let's get up out of here, man.
I wouldn't mind him going to Orlando.
All right,
he goes to Orlando, that's fine, as long as he's in Florida.
Look, my man said end the show.
Man, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but shout out to the whole R12 network. Shout out to the R12 family. I appreciate y'all. Sacramento is having a really good offseason. Commanders had a really good offseason. And we still having a good offseason in Commanderland. You know, this color would look nice on somebody I know. Dang. What do you think, Tomo? Imagine a guy with dreads wearing something like
Dave? Dave, you gonna wear a Commander jersey?
No, he talking about CD.
He ain't talking about CD. He must be talking about.
CD got locks.
I
CD
couldn't
got
think of
locks.
nobody else with locks, man.
He got locks. You know,
They
Devontae
both got.
Adams.
They both got.
Devontae
Adams.
Adams, maybe he talking about Devontae Adams. This is what he talking about.
He definitely is
Devontae.
because you know
Hey,
I've been
I-
watching receiver and
There you
Devontae
go.
sound like he want to find somewhere else to go.
There you go. You know,
We'll take him
you know,
over. We'll take
he
him
the
over.
reason why Jimmy Garoppolo got benched. You know that? So you know, there you go.
Yeah.
Jimmy Robert got benched because he is terrible. That's why. I ain't nothing to do with Devontae Adams. But anyways, it's good. It's gonna look good on my name. Last name with an A.
Hey, hey, Vaughn, you ain't have to say that, bro. He said
Y'all
y'all ain't
niggas ain't
neighbors,
hot.
y'all roommates. Hey, no,
Let's
we're in
go,
the same
Jerry.
neighborhood. We're in the same neighborhood, man. Go ahead, Dave. You pay the utilities. Hey, his utilities free, man. I pay the cable bill.
Section 8.
Man,
Carl got the
look.
Wi-Fi. I got the cable bill, man. No, I got the phone bill.
Hey, y'all not even Section 8. You can't get to the playoffs. You can't be in Section 8 and miss the
Oh my
playoffs. You can't be in, you're not
God.
even top 18.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead.
Well, it looked like you got our Wi-Fi.
No bull.
Since you want to talk about our apartment
We were nice seeds.
and you want to disrespect
Like-
apartments.
Hey, listen, we the ninth seed. We couldn't get all the benefits. You know what I mean? We didn't get the Wi-Fi benefits.
You might want to be in the lottery because our Wi-Fi jumping over here. You know what I'm saying? We got enough Wi-Fi to stream all the games. This is how we scout, baby.
I don't even know what to say for my last word, man. Y'all are hilarious, dog. San Francisco pay BA. Miami, if we gonna stay put, let's at least make sure we get everybody healthy and do whatever we can to keep Jimmy next season. Because it seems like, you know, Pat Riley still taking his nap until the season starts. You know, him and his brother Joe Biden, you know, having the same problems right now. Other than that, man, look, I appreciate being able to be on In the Red Corner yesterday. I'm free tomorrow. Somebody having a show and you want me to get on, let me know. I'm off. So trying to get these views up. I said I'm coming for them awards and I ain't stopping. So let's get it.
Hey, say no more. My last words is, man, Dave, it was definitely having a pleasure having you on In the Red Corner. Joe, it was hilarious that your Wi-Fi started working after you stopped talking bad about them teams. I told you, and Carl came back. We cut the water back on. And I want to address one thing. Hey, Jerry, Dak was in the walking boot because he was on a vacation, man. He was out there hitting the flex and doing the Dougie at Tyron Smith wedding. So you know the ankle all good. Only thing we need to worry about is making sure that guy with dreads ain't CD Lamb putting on that burgundy and gold. That's all I'm saying.
I told you it's gonna be Devontae Adams, man. That's it.
They got a better chance against AJ Brown.
Cool.
You know what? It might be DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, you right, because he's not happy in tennis.
There you go. It might be him.
See, there you go, Joe. Endless plethora of possibilities.
Listen, I'm cool with all Hopkins, Adams, Adams or Ayuk. Even Lamb.
I puke. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna be puking because that ain't happening. Teddy, those same Red Sox that you said suck, you haven't won a series against them yet. So
Teddy talking trash to all the teams that's beating them.
Also,
Orioles and the Red Sox.
Also, you owe me some TK Sweets, my guy. So you might want to relax until I get my TK Sweets.
Welcome back, Jerry. Welcome back.
And Red Sox are up 3-0 right now.
We're gonna take these to the chats, man. That's all we have for y'all today. We'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Oh, I figured I'd do this part.
Lamb.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.